Hey guys, back here with another video. So in this video I'm going to explain how I got 30k likes and 12k comments on my Instagram in 2020 and show you guys how you can do the same thing. So the first thing I recommend is to write a long, engaging caption. Now I never used to do this, but once I started to do this, the results were like almost immediate, guys. People like to read captions, okay? Especially if your content is good, your photos are good, then they're gonna want to explore more of your content by reading what you're writing in your captions. And it shows Instagram that they're spending more time on your posts. So the more time someone spends on your post, it will show it to more people. And therefore, obviously, more likes and comments, just naturally. So I used to never write long captions, but as soon as I started to write long captions, the results were immediate and very effective. But obviously make sure that the caption you're writing makes sense, it fits the whole vibe of the photo shoot or whatever you're doing, and yeah, you should get more likes and more comments. Now secondly, I would recommend you to ask questions in your caption. If you're posting an outfit, you should say, what do you guys think of my outfit? Do you like the way I styled my pants? Do you like the new hat I got? Or something like this. Now, this is such a simple thing, but it can make people comment on your post. And when you get a comment on your post, Instagram sees that and it says, okay, people are commenting on this post, it must be a really good post, right? Most people are just going to scroll through their feed. They're not going to actually comment on a photo, but commenting is much better than getting a like on a photo. Instagram sees that as more valuable. So if you get comments on your photos, it's really good. Asking a question in your caption is so good. So for example, in this post, I wrote, does anyone else wear pants in summer? Because I never wear shorts even in summer, and then I got some comments because of that, and it was pretty funny as well. So that's an easy way you can engage your audience and make sure they're commenting on your photos. You should also be responding to every single comment you get, and this shows Instagram that you are responding back to your audience. Yeah, it's just good to respond to comment, because if someone comments in your photo and then you don't reply to that comment, then they're probably not going to comment again, because there's no point, right? Because they want to get an answer from you or something like that, or thanks or something. But if you don't comment back, then what's the actual point? Because if you ask a question in your caption and they answer it and then you don't answer back, it's just a bit like awkward, right? So make sure you respond to all your comments, and that's what I do. I respond to every comment. Sometimes it takes me a while to respond back because I get so many, but yeah, I make sure to respond to every single comment, and yeah, just shows that person that you actually care about their response, and it's a good thing to do. Now this one is a bit more of an investment, so if you can't afford it, then that's alright, but I recommend highly to get a professional camera and or a professional photographer. So it's much better to get an actual camera instead of using your smartphone camera. Although smartphone cameras are pretty damn good these days, I think it's much better still to get a professional camera and take your photos with that. I take all my photos with a professional camera, and I used to just take it with a smartphone, but now I've seen that the ones I take with a professional camera, it gets more likes and more comments. So I do think it is better to have an actual camera rather than a smartphone. Although this is not that much of a big deal, I do think this is a good way to increase likes and comments, because the photos will look better, and obviously because of the photos looking better, then you'll obviously get more likes and comments. It's just an easy thing to understand, right? Better looking photos equals more likes and more comments. Next, make sure your content is so good that people will save it and people will share it. Now, shares and saves are the best thing your post can get. It's much better than getting likes, and it's much better than getting comments. If someone shares your post, that's really good for your content, that's really good for your engagement, but saving is the most important thing. A save is almost like a super like. So if you get a lot of saves on your post, then it will almost be guaranteed to be on the explore page. Yeah, just make sure your content is as good as possible. It's unique to you. Don't try to copy anyone else. If you look through my Instagram feed, it's just me. I don't cater towards anyone. I just be me, and people seem to like it. So yeah, I get a lot of shares and saves, a lot of comments. I just try to be as unique as possible to me, because if you just try and be like someone else, then people aren't gonna save it, right? They just say the same stuff again and again. Yeah, so that's what I recommend. Try to be you. Try to make your content as good as possible. Try to put your heart and soul in it. I got this reply in my DMs just yesterday, and the person said that, I love how you put your heart and soul into your photo shoots. I never thought of it like that, but just try to do that, right? Try to put as much effort as you can into your photos and your Instagram, and you'll get the results from that. Now lastly, I recommend to have multiple photos instead of just a single photo when you post onto Instagram. I think it's much better than having a single photo, and people like to swipe and see all the photos, and I just think it's much better than a single photo. I almost never post a single photo anymore. The last one I did was probably like a year and a bit ago, and it's just better because I like doing photo shoots and people know that I like doing photo shoots, so if I post a single photo it'll be a bit weird, right? So yeah, I recommend to do multiple photos, and it will keep people onto your post for longer. If people are on your post for longer, Instagram deems that as valuable and says, okay, this content is good because people are looking at it for longer, so let's show it to more people, and therefore you'll get more likes and comments usually. So that is all of the tips I have, and that's how I got 30k likes and 12k comments, and I recommend you guys to use this as well because I think it will work really good for you guys, and it's worked for me, so it might work for you as well. Anyway, make sure to follow my Instagram bav.28, and have a happy new year, guys.